Hi, Jeff Camart here today to talk to you about a new energy medicine exercise, the triple axis hold. This is a fantastic exercise for bringing about some balance, some calm, and some comforting to your hormonal system. Do you ever have those moments where you maybe experience feeling just thrown off, just out of balance, not feeling just quite right? You can't make great decisions, or you're not interacting well with your kids or with your family members or your coworkers, right? So this can help comfort and calm your hormonal system and bring you back to that state where you can make calmer, more joyous, happy, kind interactions with your coworkers, friends, or family members, as I mentioned. Now, also, ladies, this is another good one. If you are during the month and you're experiencing possibly PMS, and you maybe have symptoms there that are causing you, again, the same things I just listed, and you're looking for some relief in that, you could use this triple axis hold as well for the benefit of calming the hormones or settling the hormones and creating more comfort within your system. And so you could use it as often or as much as you like for the benefit of PMS as well. So there are 3 points in the exercise then that we want you to become aware of, that we want to hold. That's why the name, triple axis hold. So the 3 points are our glands. You have your pituitary gland, which you can associate that with your third eye, between the third eye going into the pituitary gland, more toward the front of the head. And in the back of the head, or slightly more to the back of the brain, you have your pineal gland. And there's a point there we'll talk about that kind of is a gateway into the pineal gland. And if we use the top of the head as a reference down to the hypothalamus gland there. So you have your thalamus gland right up at the top of your brain stem into your brain, and then the hypo below thalamus, that space there. You have that. So the pituitary gland then is basically so these are part of your endocrine system, which is part of your hormonal system, which governs and oversees your hormonal system. So the pituitary gland basically is kind of like a storehouse for hormones. Your pineal gland in the back of the head helps you to regulate your mood, right? Like how you're feeling or how you're interacting with others. And it also is highly involved with the production of melatonin. So that can go forward into the evening for you for good quality sleep as well. And then the hypothalamus is sort of like a gateway, and that links your endocrine, your hormone system, and your nervous system, so it can bring those two together, and that can be responsible for regulating the hypothalamus is also responsible for regulating your nervous system, but it'll make a connection there between the nervous system and the endocrine system, between the hypothalamus. So the hold, what it is, we're going to use one hand on the front of the head and one hand on the back of the head, and we'll get your hands and fingers in the right spots to get the good acupressure points. So in acupressure, right, or you think of acupressure, acupressure, we're applying pressure with fingertips in this case, and with that encourages the increase or the production of endorphins, right? And then endorphins typically help us to feel better or bring up your mood or help you to feel better. And also with the release of more endorphins, we also have then a deregulation of messaging of pain to the brain. So this could be a form, acupressure can offer pain relief as well. That has a side effect there. And then the other part is that we're covering parts of the forehead and parts on the back of the head called neurovascular points. So those are really used to help activate blood flow to those spaces and places through the head. And then we'll get into the handhold here, and we'll do it together. And then the breathing is, as always with energy medicine, is key, right? Is breathing in through the nose calmly, slowly, getting that parasympathetic system going, and then think of the breath beginning in the belly and the breath progressing up from the lungs, like from the belly, from the bottom of the lungs through the heart space, mid-lung, up to the top of the lungs. And we're going to envision the breath, or I'm going to encourage you to envision the breath coming right up into your brain. And if I got one hand on the front of the head and one hand in the back, you're going to breathe into that space between your two hands. So we'll get into a little more detail about that in a moment. So let's get into the minutia of this then, right? So the hand on the front of your head, doesn't matter what hand, your choice. What we're going to do, if you start at the crown of your head there and you slide your finger right along the midline toward the, from behind to the front, there's a bit of an indentation, a bit of a dent. You want to find that space. That's going to kind of get you into that hypothalamus, okay? So then you're going to, I would recommend use your middle finger. It's just longest and easiest. And you're going to find that indentation and set it there. Then with the base of your hand, you're going to place that right on your third eye, or the pituitary gland space, right between the eyes. So you got the finger and the palm at the base of the hand there, and then the fingers can just rest on your head where they like, but then the girth and the width of your palm is getting those neurovascular points. So there you go. There's the front hand, there and there, okay? And then the hand on the back is going to go, so if I turn around, so the space at the top, the top vertebrae is your atlas, if it's what you call your atlas, and the base of your skull. If you find that space and you nod your head yes and no, in that crease, you can use your finger and you can kind of feel and find that space. Okay, I've got it. And then that space, you can hold this differently. You can hold your hand the way I like to put my thumb as an acupressure point into that space. And then I lay my palm across the back of the head, and there's neurovascular points up there on the head. So again, the palm then is overlapping on those neurovascular points. Okay? You can also do this by just placing the hand on the back of the head with the fingers reaching up and over. You can kind of use the base of the hand to push into that crease if you'd like. So, but again, the technique I like is what I just demonstrated. So you can use that. And then that's it. Then we're going to look to breathe in through those spaces as you hold. So you can find that space, hold, find that space in the back, pressure with the thumb if you like that way. And then you're breathing in. So we're calming, and the stimulation, we have stimulation of those 3 glands. We have activation of those neurovascular points, and we have the activation of the calm breathing along the way. Fantastic there. You want to add one more level if you would. And that'll be in an intention to release and calm and bring the system back down to balance, or to homeostasis. And in that, it's that breathing I just described earlier, breathing in. Now, the breath, then you can breathe in and think of just filling the space between the hand on the back of the head and the hand on the front of the head, and just breathing into that whole space, and getting oxygen in there is going to be highly beneficial as well. But if you're more of a visual person, or an auditory person, or a person that works more with taste and smell, a gustatory person, then you can add that into that breath, right? You can, if you just want to visualize the breath, you can, or maybe you want to visualize, maybe you're more kinesthetic, so you like at a certain temperature that maybe helps you feel calm. Maybe it's warm, or maybe it's cool. So maybe you're breathing up and through warmth, or maybe you like, grandma's favorite peanut butter cookies, smelling them baking in the oven helps you to feel calm and relaxed, and it was so nice, those peanut butter cookies. Maybe the scent of that as you're breathing in, and you're filling that into your olfactory system, or in between your head with the scent of it. Or maybe you're really visual, right? And you like a certain color. A certain color really makes you feel calm and relaxed. Maybe it's a nice teal color, or whatever it might be, like the ocean color. And you can breathe that color up from the bottom up and through the breathing. So together, you can apply any of those techniques with the breathing that you like. Let's do 5 slow belly breaths together to get a feel for it. But as needed, I would recommend you do a minimum of 3 slow belly breaths, and as much or as long as you like, right? If you feel 5 is great, or you feel 5 minutes, or you feel 30 minutes is what you need, you can play with it, explore with it, investigate, and see what works for you. Maybe one day 3 breaths does it, maybe another day you want 10 minutes of it, right? So it's whatever it is you're doing on your own. So if I give you a little bit of a side angle, find that indentation, good, forehead covered by the palm, and there, and then I've got the crease at the back with my thumb and my other hand over. Sitting tall and proud, and begin breathing in through the nose, and calmly out the mouth. If you like to offer a sigh or a nice exhalation sound, whatever sound is called to you is totally fine. Deep, slow inhales. Slowly breath in. Two more slow, gentle, belly-filling in breaths. And one more, breathing from the belly right up into the head. And there's your demonstration. There you go. There's your triple axis hold that you can use to help calm down your hormonal system anytime it seems out of whack. So there you are. Thanks for joining. Thanks for taking the time to watch and learn something fantastic and new that can certainly help you anytime, anywhere. If you like what you've been seeing and what you've been learning and what you've been hearing about, don't forget you can always subscribe and be on there and get notifications of new videos as they come out. And I look forward to seeing you back again for the next video. I thank you for your time, and we'll see you again soon with some more energy medicine techniques or energy medicine exercises. My pleasure to be here with you. Take care. Bye.